Hello viewers, good morning. This is November's Farms and Shobayo Mudupai Snails. Just as you all know, I want to use this medium to thank you for your support, for your trust, for your patronage, and then for word of encouragement and all that we always get from you. This is my backyard farming. Just behind my house, in my compound, just as I always tell you and I always show you. So I have snails that worth over 500,000 presently in this compound, not even on the farm, in this compound. I'm just saying this to show you or to let you realize the fact that even in your compound you can make money from snails. You don't need that large expanse of land to go into snail farming. I always advocate for that. You can start small, then you grow big. Okay. Today, the 28th of June, 2024, is just about 4 minutes past 9 today. I'm here to feed these snails one, then to harvest 100 pieces out of what you are seeing here. I'm sending them to Lagos this morning. Okay, and these are all snails that were hatched here, just as I always say, just as I said in the last video. These snails were hatched here. The egg were laid here, were incubated here, right here in this compound, not even on the farm. Where the eggs were laid was in incubator, incubated here. Here's my incubator. Okay, there is my incubator, just as you can see. So here is my incubator. Okay, so I have some eggs there. So meanwhile, sometime when I get here, I get some eggs. I just unpick them. So after, you can see this morning now, are you seeing some eggs there? So those are some of newly laid egg that we're picking this morning now. You might be wondering why this place is not covered. It should be noted that snails are air-breathing animal too. They breathe, so they need air. So what I do is, in the evening, once there's no sun, or at night when I come back, I usually remove the covering, from this very trench that you are seeing here. So I usually remove it at night so that they can have that air, during the midnight till morning. Then in the morning I have to cover them back because of sun. Okay, so here's the cover. Here's what I use to cover this very trench. So I'll be covering them. So at this other side, here's where I have the jumbo. Okay, here's where I have the jumbo. I'll be opening it up. So you can remember, here's where I unpick 100 pieces some 4 or 5 days ago that I sent, okay, to Lagos. I mean to Abeokuta, sorry. So you're seeing, here's a jumbo snail. Can you see it? Oh, look at eggs. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I always say that on the average, a snail will give you about 7 eggs. That's Achantina marginatum ovum. Achantina marginata ovum will give you an average of 7 eggs. Sometimes it could be 8, sometimes it could be 9. But I've never seen 15 eggs from Achantina marginata ovum before. Though I do read it on the internet, or I hear people say it. Just as you can see here, here is just 7. I thank God I opened. You can see how neat, how fresh it is. So this is not staged, this is real. Okay, so I always tell people, your snail, just do your calculation based on 7 or 6 eggs. Okay, that's why whenever I give you your what do you call it, when they tell you to have your business plan, when I give you business plan on snail, I usually do my calculation based on average of 7 eggs, but I still sometimes downsize it to 5. I don't blow your I don't deceive people by telling people, oh, when you go into snail farming, your snail be giving you 15-20 eggs. I don't say that. I don't know where people are getting that from, so I usually tell people you should expect between 7 to 8 eggs, but let's now downsize it to even 5 eggs. And when you have that 5 eggs, you incubate them, the hatchling comes out. Maybe from the 5 you are expecting like 3 to survive. Okay, that's on the minimum. That's how I do my own calculation. Okay, that's how I do my own calculation. So here now I'll be harvesting these eggs. Also, as you can see, I'm harvesting them with my bare hands. I've heard people say if you touch them with your hand, it won't hatch. That's a lie. That is a lie, a big lie. Can quote me anywhere. All these ones you are seeing here, I hand pick them, the eggs with my bare hands. Just as you can see, I incubate and they hatch. Okay, so just as you can see, those jumbo, can you see? These are my jumbo. These are snails of over 2 years, and they were all hatched here. Same to those ones that you are seeing. I'll be sending to Lagos this morning. I sold each of those ones for 1,000 naira per one. Okay, so sometimes when you can see here's the feed. This feed was produced by me, so this is what I give to my snails. I give them either this or fruits. I give them this from little feed compounded by me with my own feed formula, so is this not a growth boost feed? Oh no, this is organic feed. This is organic feed. What you are seeing here is organic feed. You are having maize, you are having soya, you are having PKC, you are having calcium. Of course, I told you I have 4 different sources of calcium, here. Then you have I have my protein. So everything is just natural, organic. When you see this feed, you think it's poultry feed, but no. Please don't give your snail poultry feed. Though. Give them poultry feed, your snail will die gradually, because poultry feed contains salt. But this very feed you are seeing here lacks salt. There's no salt in it. And there's a special formula, because the percentage of each input matters for growth. The percentage matters. Okay, the percentage matters. So don't just think I'm doing anything here. You have to learn it, you have to know it, so that you know what you are doing. So that's why you are seeing my snail growing healthy, and then they are growing big. It's because I have right formulation for them. In snail, even human being, for your bone to grow, you need calcium. So in fact, I give them more than, but what I have here is 4 sources of calcium. Of course, I still have about 2 more that I give them in the isolated, not compounded in this. I still give them. So here now I'll be handpicking 100. You can see how healthy they are. See, can you see them? So I'll be handpicking 100 from this. These are 1,000 naira snails. Can you see them? So this morning again I'll be making cool 100,000 from this snail. Don't forget, 4 days ago I made 300. Today I'm making 100. That's 400,000 from a snail that were hatched here. I got the eggs. Don't forget the fact that their parents were here. I must have sold their parents off, of course, which I had. I had sold the parents off. I made money from the parents. Now the parent laid some eggs, which are what I incubated, hatch, and that's what you are seeing here now. They have grown. And see, I'll be making this 100,000 this morning, and I've not even spent 20,000 on these snails. I've not spent 20,000 on them. You can imagine, let's even assume that I bought them, these snails. Maybe I bought them as Ashling, and then I bought feed of 20,000, and probably I bought them for, let's even say, 30,000. That's 50,000. I'm selling for 100. It means I've made 50,000 naira profit. Meanwhile, all this profit, 100,000, are coming to me free. Free. I'm saying it free. And this is in my compound. It doesn't require a special land. It doesn't require me having one farm, big farm. That's why we tell you snail farming is the way to go in livestock farming. Okay? Snail farming, you can make it big in snail farming. Look at eggs. Of course, some are broken. The broken some, this is broken. Because that's why we always tell you, when you see your snail laying eggs in their pen, you should harvest it, because they will fall. You can imagine all this one up here will fall on eggs, and then it will get broken. So my people, I'm here to educate you on how best to get your best from your snail farming. Yeah. Okay. So if you take care of your snail, if you give them good food, you have good time for them, they will give you their best. They will give you their best. Can you see? I'm sure this snail here must have laid an average of 7 eggs, but now I can just account for 3. Just 3. The other 4 had been broken. Oh, I'm trying to look for some. Okay, I've gotten 3, but I'm sure that this snail will not have laid 3 eggs or 4, because on the average, I'm sure they must have laid nothing less than 5-6 eggs. But really, it's very rare to see your snail give you 5 eggs. On the average, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what you get. But on the average, let me say 7. So, viewers, I'm not here to cajole you. You know that I don't do that. I tell you the truth, and I make snail farming very simple. I've often watched video where people tell us that if you don't go to greenhousing, you can't make it in snail farming. That's a lie. Start small and grow big. I don't have any greenhouse of 10 million. I don't. I live with what you are seeing. You saw it 4 days ago where I made my 300, and you are seeing it now. I'll be cutting 100 of this, and I'll be selling. That's 100,000. So you can see. Can you see it? I'm selling cheap, because why? I made the money cheap. So I'm not so rigid when it comes to me selling snails. Okay, I'm not so rigid. That's because I got them almost free. All it requires is just my time, just to take care of them. I give them fruits, I give them leaves, I give them veggies, then compounded feed. And of course, I don't give them this compounded feed every time. I don't. Okay, so what are you waiting for? Snail farming is the way to go. You know why? The market is there for you. It is still raw, it is still green. We have less people, less players in this field for now. Before it gets saturated, unlike fish farming or poultry, here is the time that you can plug into snail farming, get well trained, adhere to the best practices, and you see your snail grow and you see your pockets rise. Meanwhile, you are meeting a need, nutritional need of people. And the beautiful thing about this snail is that this is the largest snail farm you can see in the world, Achancina marginata ovum. That's why in Igbo we call it African giant snail, because it can only be found in Africa, especially West Africa. much more Nigeria. This snail species, that's why they call it African giant snail, African giant land snail. That's what Igbo calls it. So my people, we are lucky here in Africa, and we have people abroad that are homesick of these snails. For instance, this 100 I'm doing that will be sent to Lagos will be exported to Canada. Yes, just that they are buying it live, they are going to process it, and you know that I do processing too. I process for my clients and I send abroad. So viewers, I'm begging us, for you to go into snail farming, you don't need land. As much as you have where you are living, you can put it behind your window. Okay, once the place is conducive, you can put it behind your window, have a trench like this. Okay, you can construct a trench like this, just construct a trench like this, and then make sure you have something to cover because of sun. Okay, so viewers, I'll be doing the counting soon, and then you see it while I'm doing my count, the sorting and the counting. And when I bag it, I'll be taking it to park, and I'll wheel it to Lagos. So from the stable of November's Farms, I'm wishing you all the best. And then okay, I'll be harvesting that egg soon, then I'll incubate it for you to see. Thank you for now. I remain myself, Shobai Modupe Johnson of Shobai Modupe Snails, and CEO November's Farms. Thank you for following us. Thank you for trusting us. And don't forget, please, I'm beckoning on you. I'm begging you to start small and grow big. You don't need millions to go into snail farming. I keep saying that. You don't need greenhouse to go into snail farming or to make it big in snail farming. Look at this cage you are seeing here. Look at this trench. Okay, this trench has served me now since 2018. This very one you are seeing has served me since 2018. Of course, it is spoiled now, but the only thing that I need to do here is just to do the door. Once I installed a door here, okay, this is good to go. You know, it is spoiled, but it has served me for over 4 years, 2019 till now. So this is 2024. So that shows you that if you use strong wood, just that if you want to construct something like that, you need a strong wood, hardwood. When you do hardwood, my sister, my brothers, you are good to go. And of course, this is not the best that you can have. If you can do hutches, the one with bricks, you can blocks, you can do free range, or you call it greenhouse. What's greenhouse? You have a space covered up, and then you plant, veggies. You plant green there. That's what they call greenhouse. Your greenhouse doesn't have to be so sophisticated that you are building with 10 million. No, I can help you to build cheap greenhouse. Okay, what matters is for your snail to be conducive, for them to enjoy themselves, to give their best for you. So I remain myself, Shobai Modupe Johnson. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to incubate your eggs, because I'll be incubating these eggs this morning. I will show you how to incubate your eggs. Then then I will show you this net I'll be going to Lagos now, so that you can be sure that really I'm sending these snakes to Lagos. So I have to bag them and put them in a sack that's taking them to Lagos. So just watch out for that as I show you that very soon now. Thank you. So here now I've counted 100 pieces. I've sorted 100 pieces that I'll be counting inside this bag, that I'll be conveying to Lagos. So here are some of the snails that I've isolated just now from here. You can see now that here has been depopulated. I've removed some of them, so I have the smaller ones, here. At least this one, if I'm to sell this one now, this one will not go anything less than let's say 700 naira per one, and what I say have is over 100. And just as I said, they are all hatched here. So let's assume I'm still having, let's say, about 70,000 naira here. So from this pen now, I've had 100,000 this morning, I'm still having about 70,000 here left, free of charge, remember. And meanwhile, 4 days ago I sold some jumbo for 300k, yet they were all hatched here, remember. And just as you saw earlier, you know that I've already saw some eggs, okay, that I'll be hatching again this morning. You know, I'll be hatching this again this morning. So this one now, in the next 1 year, you can imagine what this will have turned to. Okay, so here is 100 that I'll be counting here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be 5. Okay, so I'm having 10 here already. So I'll be counting 100 here, you know, inside this bag to Lagos. So my people, in the next video, shortly after this counting, I will show you how I always incubate my egg. You know, I've harvested some egg this morning, and I still got some more, you know, from this jumbo pen. You know, earlier it was 7, so you can see now it's more than 7 now. Okay, so I'll be incubating those eggs, you know, shortly. Then I'll be feeding them with this feed. Then in the evening I'll be giving them purple leaf in the evening. I'll be giving them purple leaf in the evening. Okay, I'll be giving them purple leaf in the evening. So from the stable of November's Farms and Shobayo Modupe Snails, thank you for watching, and thank you for learning. And just I always say, I'm open to improvement and correction. I'm open to, you know, collaboration and all that. So I'm still learning too, even though you might think I know it, but I don't know it all. I'm still a student of snairy, you know. So even though I've been to snairy since '99, but there are a lot to be learned, because then it was a hobby. Not until when I started commercially, just how many years ago now. So I'm still open to learning. I'm not a pro, I'm not a prof, I'm not a know-it-all person. So I'm still learning. But don't forget the fact that you can start small and grow big. That has always been my passion. You start small and grow big. Let's practice backyard farming, okay? Backyard farm, that's the way to go. You know, look at my yam here. Can you see my yam inside the bag? Can you see this? This is onion. This is onion. So this is yam here inside bag. You know, backyard farming just beside. So it's giving my snail some shade. At the same time, I know I will harvest this someday. Okay, backyard farming. So at your backyard, just do some snairy, and you appreciate it later. Okay, so from Stable of November's Farm and Shobai Modupe Snail, bye for now, and keep watching, subscribe, learn, you know. And then I'm open to correction. You, as I always say, engage me, you know. Tell me what you want me to talk about on snairy, anything at all. I promise you, you can tell me what you want me to talk about, and I promise you that we will deal with it extensively without holding anything back. Thank you. Bye for now.